Well, here it is, guys. Yeah. Hey, right guys, pretty much just Joey, and today we are watching and reacting to the grand finale of SKAM France Season 3, which breaks my... It's gone by so quickly. As I've said it, I think a few episodes ago anyway, but I'll say it again. But this season surprised the hell out of me. I think it's definitely been the best season SKAM France has done. I've really enjoyed it. I think Lucas and Elliot are two fantastic characters. The directing, the writing, everything about it just feels like everyone's put just so much more effort into it. And like, that's not a bash on season 1 and 2, because I did enjoy like aspects of those seasons I did enjoy, but this one really just stand out from the 3 that we've had as the best season. I've just really enjoyed pretty much every single episode of it. Standouts being episode 2, episode 9 obviously, and then I think it was episode, let me backtrack, 7, I think it was 7, where they were doing the paint. But then episode 8 was really good as well. So 7, 8 and 9 and 2 I think are my favourite episodes. And then obviously we have the finale, which I don't know about yet. Yeah, I'm going to jump straight into it, guys, but I want to say thank you to all of you who have watched the reactions to these episodes. Talking about the show on YouTube and Twitter and Instagram has been a lot of fun. And I know season 4 is very close, not very far behind season 3. So you guys will know the air date for it. I don't know when season 4 actually premieres. Depending if they do more seasons of SKAM France, season 4 should be the final season. I really hope they end up doing a 5th season though, maybe even a 6th season. I think you could have a season with Elliot as a character. I think Daphne, like I've said that since season 1, could have a season with Daphne. And I don't even think you could push it to make a season with girl Chris. I think she'd be an interesting one, so I think you could have another 3 seasons in there at least. So we'll see what happens though, that's up in the air to see what happens. I'm very excited. But finale time, guys, if you enjoy, remember to leave a like. If you're new, remember to subscribe. And if you do want the uncut reaction and early uploads to SKAM France, then the link to the Patreon page will be down below, as well as Twitter, Instagram and Discord. But for now, my friends, let's go. Oh, we're not starting off in bed.
Comment il va?
Oh, she's actually meeting her. Interesting.
Enfin, je sais pas, il dort depuis que je l'ai ramené en fait.
And she may owe an apology or 10.
Du coup, je sais pas si au mieux qu'il reste chez moi ou...
Just saying.
Je suis désolé pour tout ça.
T'es pas le premier, Lucas, mais t'es pas comme les autres. C'est moi qui suis désolée.
Okay, there we go.
T'es pas une lubie. Je t'envie, je crois.
I think because she spent so long with him, and she does really love him.
Mais ça veut aussi dire que t'as des responsabilités maintenant. Il va avoir besoin de toi.
Oh, he's ready. He's ready for anything, so.
Y a pas de formule magique. Et ça sera pas grave.
I like that they met in person to do that scene. Adds a bit more to it.
Sois compréhensif.
More.
Renseigne-toi. Lis. Pose des questions aussi.
I'm either going to that SKAM convention in Paris, actually. I'm really hoping to. I'm just trying to figure out money stuff. And... Did he get him flout? No way.
S'il veut pas parler.
He did not do that. That's so cute. The piano.
Tu pourras juste le regarder. Guette les signes aussi.
Oh my god. I like the dialogue going over it. This works so well with the music. Fuck.
Et quand il en a pas envie ou besoin, attends-le. Parce qu'il reviendra toujours vers toi. Profite des moments cool.
Oh my god.
Il y en aura. Plein même. Et ces moments justifieront tous les autres.
I can't with these two, dude. This
Tu verras.
so fucking cute. Oh, such a good scene. Such a good damn scene. I'm just impressed.
Du temps pourquoi? Pour me regarder pioncer? Bah non. C'est juste que je voulais pas que tu travailles tout seul, quoi. Écoute, Lucas, je suis pas teubé, on est lundi matin, je me serais douté que t'étais parti en cours. Puis tu m'as laissé un mot, non? T'inquiète, va en cours, j'ai pas besoin de toi pour faire ça, bon.
Okay, this one's a bit different to the OG.
Ok, bah...
Let's go. Oh my god! Fuck. That's sad, dude.
Faut que tu manges, gros. Bah ouais. Attends, je devrais être avec lui, là. Mec, il faut que
You
tu te
don't need
détendes,
to
il
be,
va
you
rien
can't be
lui
with
arriver
them
à ton
every
cul.
day,
c'est
all
juste
the
normal.
time. So.
En vrai, non. Tu peux pas t'inquiéter comme ça tout le temps.
Literally.
Faut que tu te relaxes.
Yo, I've vibe with this
On
geek
a
the past
une
couple
seule
episodes.
chose, ok.
Fuck.
C'est le mec de ta vie. Et s'il a besoin de ton aide, il saura te le dire.
Donc en gros, là, je peux rien faire.
This
Si, tu
guy.
vis ta vie normale, comme avant.
C'est vrai.
Moi, ma mère, je suis pas tout le temps derrière elle à lui demander si ça va, à
Alors
savoir
après,
si elle
la
a besoin de...
relation que t'as avec ta mère, c'est pas la même non plus que...
D'accord.
Yeah, a
très
little
bien.
bit different.
Ça, pour le coup, avec les bipolaires, Elliot, c'est pareil. Faut juste attendre qu'il revienne à la surface.
Oh,
En
this
fait,
guy is
genre
just
beaucoup plus
what
qu'un
Lucas needs to
bipolaire,
hear as well.
Faudrait une meuf, tu vois, plus ou moins bipolaire.
Salut les gars.
Oh,
Juste, je voulais
Queen.
vous dire que mercredi, on organisait un sit-in pour le foyer.
Season 5 right there.
Protester, quoi.
Ah non, mais carrément,
Elliot season
mercredi,
6,
on sera
go
là,
across season 7.
ouais.
Actually,
Ouais.
Elliot,
Ok,
final
ça
season.
marche.
Salut. Salut. Ça a été ta journée? Tranquille. C'est-à-dire que des fois, je vais pas être sympa, comme ce matin.
Yeah, Lucas knows
Des fois,
that
je
now,
vais
like, but...
dormir pendant toute une semaine. Des fois, j'aurai envie de rien. Des fois, je serai excité pour de la merde. Et tout ça, je peux gérer, je crois. Non, je suis sérieux, Lucas. Moi aussi. Oui, sauf que moi, je vais te faire vivre un enfer, tu vois. Je vais crier, je vais me barrer.
Oh, don't
Je vais
do
t'en vouloir pour de la
fuck's
merde.
sake.
Tu sais, j'ai un traitement pour ça. Des fois, je le prendrai pas. Donc, des fois, je te mentirai, je te dirai que je l'ai pris alors que c'est pas vrai.
I mean, as sane as it is, so...
Je sais pas pourquoi, mais j'ai tendance à faire ça quand je suis bien. Ce sera à cause de moi.
Oh, dude, don't fuck. Oh, dude.
Et j'ai pas envie de ça. Peut-être que ça arrivera, ouais. On verra bien. Moi aussi, je vais me barrer, je vais claquer la porte, je vais faire la gueule.
Everyone does it.
Mais la vérité, c'est que je préfère que tu me saoules plutôt que tu sois pas là. Alors ouais.
You know, it's like, damn, you have a way with words. God damn.
Tu sais quoi? Non, on va faire mieux. On va faire minute par minute.
They smile. Oh. Like, they're the definition of perfect for each other. And they just pick the perfect actors as well for it. They're just... Chemistry's...
T'es pas quand tu rigoles.
Thanks. I do try. God, I remember having to sit on the floor at school and you'd have to march in like you're in the military. It was just like...
N'importe
Oh.
quoi. Bon, allez, levez-vous, là. Allez.
It's a protest. I still remember having to do that at school. Yo,
Monsieur Vallès,
Daphne's gonna pipe up.
on a fait des erreurs, c'est vrai, mais...
Mais quoi?
Laissez-la parler, monsieur. Le foyer, c'est elle qui a tout fait.
Oh my god.
Non, enfin, je veux dire, c'est grave bien grâce à elle.
Ouais, c'est vrai, il a raison, ouais. Il a raison, c'est vrai ce qu'il dit, ouais.
On l'admire tous.
Backing up his girl, dude.
Moi, je l'admire en tout cas.
Monsieur Vallès,
GG, I mean, yo, it's so
Les élèves
weird,
qui
like,
sont
I
assis
actually kinda like him
il y a
now.
quelques mois, ils se parlaient
Fuck.
pas.
I did, like, before this scene.
Pourtant, on est
but-
tous dans le même lycée. Et moi, c'est pareil, on passe notre vie à côtoyer des gens à qui on parle jamais. On va pas lui parler parce qu'on a l'impression qu'on n'a rien à partager, et ça, c'est pas vrai. Mais c'est pas une raison pour fermer le foyer, parce que là, si le foyer ferme, on va tous redevenir des étrangers. Et on n'apprendra jamais à se connaître. Et on doit
The
apprendre à se
build up with the
connaître.
music,
Parce que c'est
just...
comme ça qu'on apprend à vivre ensemble. Et si on le fait pas, si le lycée le fait pas, si la société le fait pas, qui le fera pour nous?
I mean, GG. GG is a good speech, so, I mean...
Bon.
Arrête, tu vas nous afficher, gros, arrête.
Oh, or not.
Ok, non.
Just murder him.
Bon.
Eat him alive.
D'accord, le foyer reste ouvert. Mais, tout le monde en cours.
Pour monsieur Vallès, c'est pépé.
I mean, fair play, you let him keep it. It would have been a bit harsh to not let him keep it after that. Oh my god, here we go.
T'as été top. T'as été
Oh, he's
super.
kind of cute, fuck.
Je sais que je suis lourd et que tu veux pas de moi, mais je vais essayer de m'améliorer.
Oh my god, mate, you know what?
J'espère qu'un jour
You know,
je serai assez bien pour toi.
I don't agree with trying to change for someone, but he said he'll try to improve for her, which is better. I'm glad he didn't say I'm gonna like change for you and all this. Like, so sometimes that works. Yeah, okay, you know what? I like him. Fuck, which I'm happy about. And I even said in the earlier episodes if they managed to actually develop the two friends in the sense of me turn around to like them, then the writing's been good. And I didn't like him at all until like episode 8.
Ça va?
I think 7, 8.
J'ai pas envie que tu partes. Hé,
Oh my god.
je pars parce que ça fait une semaine que je suis pas rentré. Je dois voir mes parents. C'est pas des adieux. Hein.
Je sais. Je sais.
It's too good, man. Fuck.
On a dit minute par minute. Minute par minute.
Oh no. It's not going to end there, is it? No, they'll do the wood scene. Sure, it's still got like 7 minutes left. 7 minutes, that's it. Like the season's nearly. Oh no. No, 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 no.
Je t'aime.
Oh! No.
Moi aussi.
He just said he loved him. He just said he loved him. Do you understand? Oh no, I can't even with the show. Don't cry, please. No, again, I can't cope. They love each other, which we knew anyway, but fuck. Yeah, bitch, yeah.
Genre, enfin, tu veux qu'on sorte ensemble?
Say yes, dude,
Enfin,
because.
pas que pour Ken, tu vois, genre, non?
T'es tombée amoureuse ou quoi?
Non, trop pas. Mais c'est juste que, non, ça se trouve c'est une idée de merde, hein. Mais je
Non, 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 non,
je savais pas, bah,
c'est pas ça.
Do it, come on, you two, yes,
Faut
go,
jamais,
go.
quoi.
Bah vas-y. Je suis chaud.
Ça marche.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like these two. Charles, wonderful.
Tu m'excuses, Mimi.
Is he gonna see Emma kissing? Yo, they're doing season 4 shit. Stand it up for season 4. Oh my god, I love it. Yo, okay. Do you want to eat her soul?
Non, Clara? Ouais, ouais, je vois très bien, ouais.
Écoute, je me disais,
Ouais.
est-ce que ça te dit qu'on baisse?
Would you like to fuck? What?
Là, avec moi? Baiser avec.
Does that happen in real life?
Qu'est-ce qu'on attend? Vas-y, c'est parti. Non, attends, je peux pas.
Quoi?
Parce qu'il y a une fille que je kiffe et je lui ai promis de devenir un mec bien pour elle.
God, yo, you know if he did, I would have been
Désolé.
pissed.
Et bah, putain. Mec,
Oh, she saw it as well.
je viens.
Oh, we're gonna get a scene. Oh my god, yo, why do I ship these two so much? I hated them like a few episodes ago.
Là,
I mean, fair play. I mean, look at him, that's kind of me. Like, I'm just like, you know what, fair play. I think, oh,
qu'est-ce que tu fais là?
don't end, please don't end.
On avait dit minute par minute, non? Ouais, une petite, ouais.
Oh my fuck. I love it. No, I know that music. That's the sound of wrapping up a season, and then don't do it. Please don't do it. Don't. No, 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 no. Don't even do it. I swear to God. Oh, I'm just gonna do a 6 shot of showing everyone. It'd be cool if it did it all in one shot. That'd have been cool, but you'd be whatever. Oh, what's Charles fucking done? I would have really liked if this was all one shot. That would have been beautiful. Oh, look at her, him and Daphne. Hey, all season 4. I didn't actually know if it was about it, I just assumed it was. So that's kind of confirmation there, I guess. And it ended, and it did what I didn't want it to do. The one request that I had for this episode was actually don't end. And then SKAM France went on ahead and it did indeed fact end. So, I mean, that's just great. That's just wonderful. It's just not like I'll have to cry myself to sleep tonight. Not like I'll have to do it. It's basically I won't have a choice. That's what it Oh my god, it was so good as well. It was so good. Such a good episode. Oh, I feel like I need to breathe. Take all of it in. Congest it all. Okay, there we go, guys. That is episode 10, the grand finale of Scam France season 3. Wonderful. Such a great episode as well. That was such. Because to me as well, like with the OG, it was all like, yeah, the episode 9 was up here, and then episode 10 was still good, but it was just like a kind of like wrap up thing. And while this still was wrapping up their story, the scenes were just hitting hard. I don't know. I actually preferred this episode to the finale of the OG. There's quite a few episodes actually in this season that I have genuinely preferred to the OG. Not all of them, and I don't even think the season as a whole has topped the OG for me, because it's like one of those where, yeah, the OG. I don't know. It's a very tricky one. It's a very tricky one. Episode 2 I definitely preferred in this one, and episode 7, I think it was, I definitely preferred. I think I might even preferred episode 8. So I don't know. It's very 50-50 for me. Which like 5 of the episodes will say I preferred in Scam France, and 5 I preferred in the OG. So as a whole, I genuinely don't know. I think. See, part of me is going to get like so much shit for this, but it's just genuinely how I feel with the show. But I do prefer Lucas and Elliot to Isaac and Evan. Like, I don't know. There's just something about them that I just adore. I think they're great, and that's not a bash against Isaac and Evan saying they're not great. They are fucking amazing, obviously. But it's just like, for me personally, I think I just connected more with those two characters more so than with the OG. And like I say, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of millions and millions of people are gonna like disagree with that, which is fine. And then I'll get a load of shit on Curious Cat about it, which is also fine. But I'd rather be honest about, like, I don't know if I preferred the season as a whole, but character wise, I preferred him in Scam Friends, and I'd say at least 5 of the episodes, at least 4 of the episodes, 4 or 5, I preferred in Scam Friends to the OG. I just think they were better. So, the two friends, I'm very conflicted on, because with the OG, the two friends, they were just like that for me. Like they never really peaked, they never really did anything bad. They were just kind of very, they were good. They were good. Whereas the two friends in this one, they were like down here. Like they were. Oh, you saw my reactions to the early episodes. I couldn't stand them. I thought they were annoying. Just, I was just like, I'm never gonna vibe with these guys. And then no. And then the last 3 episodes, it was just like, especially this episode, I'd say it was like kind of like that. And then this episode, it was just like, fucking shut up. I was like, oh. Especially Basil. He completely won me over with this episode. He did like have me in the past couple of episodes anyway, but this last episode for him was just, he was so good. When like Daphne was doing her speech for the common room and stuff, and then he like stood up and said that he supported her and stuff, and then he said he went up to her and said he wanted to improve himself for her. I was just like, fuck. And then he turned down that girl who very randomly came over and said, do you want to have sex? I was just like, okay, whatever. And it was a bit coincidental that the one time that happened, and the one time he said no, it was the one time that Daphne was stood behind him. It was just like, okay, cool. But it was a very, very cute moment. I love those two. I hope they stick around for season 4, and hopefully they will. I like that we just got little bits with like Emma and Manon as well. Like, even though they were only on it for like 30 seconds to a minute, it was still good. Like, I enjoyed that. And then of course we have Lucas and Elliot in this episode, where Lucas was being told about the bipolar stuff from Basil and like how to help with it. And then he also heard it from I don't know her name, but I guess now Elliot's ex-girlfriend, get wrecked. So her giving advice, she did say sorry for what she said. I mean, okay, fair play, but at least she gave him some advice on it, and then they did the whole minute by minute thing, which was, cool. So they just, when he was getting on the bus and he was like, I love you, that scene wasn't even in the OG, but that was perfect. I love that so much. Dude, amazing, amazing, amazing. This finale was better than the OG. Because, like I said, I was very surprised by those scenes in there that I didn't expect to happen. Or the last scene, I loved the bit as well, like where Jan saw I don't know how to say his name, saw the girl that obviously Lucas was talking to in the season. That being like should have been from season 4, but it wasn't. It was like here. So now maybe we'll just get more of those two in season 4, which I think would be. They've done that completely different in a way, because in the OG it was meant to be the obviously in the OG it's penetrated Chris who sees her at the table, and then they start talking about it. This time it was Jan waving at. So I actually hope, and I hope this does happen, like it will be Jan with her, like that's a story, and then Emma and the penetrated Chris character have a story, because penetrated Chris and Emma will be better than her and Jan. I never really ship those two anyway, so I just think that would be better. I'm not bothered at all about Jan getting back with Emma. So, but I would be curious how his relationship with this new girl would be. I think that'd be kind of cool. So we'll see. Overall though, this episode, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10, which I'm very surprised by, because I thought the finale would get maybe like an 8, because I think I gave the OG an 8. And then the season 3 as a whole, I'm going to give a 9.2. 9.2. I think it was pretty near perfect. It was fantastic. Like I say, standouts were 2, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That was like a home run of 4 episodes. That was just, that was amazing. So yeah, very, very impressed. Hopefully I can get to the convention in France. I think it's at the start of May, like May 12th when that convention is. Fingers crossed, dude. Fingers crossed. Yeah, thanks for watching there, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Thank you so much to everyone who's watched these reactions. I really, really enjoyed it. And of course, I'll be back, I think, fairly soon for season 4. So hopefully we still get a lot of Lucas and Elliot in those. But they were both fantastic. Axel and Max, acting-wise, bravo. We're just insane. Insanely good. I don't know. I was just so surprised by it. Like, especially Axel, because like I said, I saw him in season 1 and 2 and I just didn't really think much. Season 3, he just blew it out of the water, knocked it out of the park. Yeah, thanks for watching there, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Like I just said, I don't know why I just repeated that, and I'll see you soon. Until then.